everybody out there on my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm not going to do anything like I just walked back home. So I'm going to do something a little interesting. I'm going to actually do a story time for you guys. So I'm going to get this thing set up. I'm going to get it going for you guys so y'all can know what this is. And y'all can tell by the title that this is going to be a really cool video for you all. So I hope you all enjoy this, and let's just get right into it. Here's my story time. I'm this right now. As you all can tell by the title, this story is going to start, I'm like 21 now, so just get that out of the way. I'm going to start from when I was 18 years old to right now as I'm 21 years old. And I'm sitting down because I just don't want to stand up, and I just got back home, and I was like, I had an epiphany. Also, I got this video from a song called How Far Will I Go? That's from Moana, I'm guessing, and I had it on my phone. I don't want to be right, and I don't want to be wrong. So, basically, I'm going to start out my story when I was 18 years old. When I was 18 years old, I graduated high school. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I still don't know what I want to do with my life, but truthfully, I want to do YouTube. I want to be this big, successful, I should say big, successful person. I want to be this person who's going to help people out. I want to do something that's going to inspire people. I've come from having nothing to having something. And as you all can tell, there's this stuff behind me, and then this right here, and then this little board and my bed stuff. So I'm actually going to show you the whole room as soon as I get this done. But I've come from having nothing to having something in the matter of seconds, in the matter of minutes, everything. And I'm proud of myself for the person that I've become lately. But as I said, got out of high school. I did my summer like most people, worked at the dollar store. My first job I ever had, actually. I worked at the dollar store. From working at the dollar store here in Pasco, which is the Tri-Cities, I got let go. That was only a seasonal job, and I was kind of sad over it, and I was upset. So I was like, what am I going to do with my life? What am I going to do? How am I going to do this? I was just like thinking to myself, all these things in my head. And then I realized, I was like, that's not what I want to do with my life. So further on, 2014 of August came around, and I met a girl named Denise. She became my whole entire world. She became my best friend. And as y'all could tell, this is the girl right here. She helped me figure out a lot of things in my life. I did drugs for a while, and then she actually helped me stop doing them. So it was really awesome that she helped me stop doing drugs. And life for me just seemed to get better, and things for me seemed to take things for the better. And I'm like, this is nice. This is awesome. But soon, her parents found out that we were together. I'm a girl. She's a girl, of course. And I'm like, you shouldn't get in between a relationship. My whole mental state of mind, this is 2015, a year after I graduated and after I didn't know what to want to do with my life. I actually moved out of my parents' house and then moved in with my sister for a while. So I didn't want to do that at all. I didn't want to live with my sister. It was just something that I knew I needed to do with my life. So I moved into Kennewick with my sister, and from there, after I moved into Kennewick with my sister and met this girl, Denise, I thought to myself, I said, maybe that's not what I want. So within the process of this, I ended up moving into a house, and I moved into their house. At the end of this video, I'll have like a little small slideshow for you of places that I've been and things that I moved to. So I moved in with them, which is no problem. Nothing's wrong with that. But her family found out, like I said. And I was really sad that her family found out that I moved in, me and her ended up in a relationship together. Broke my heart. I lost the first girl I ever loved, the first person I ever fell in love with, first person I ever really said I love you to, and it broke me into a million pieces after I found this out. And after that, I went to stay with somebody named Aliva from there, moving in with them. I only stayed there for a night. I didn't sleep at all that night. It was miserable. It sucked for me. And then I went to Pasco Processing. It's like a place to work for. I didn't want that job. I knew that wasn't the job for me. I still know that that's not the job that I want to do. I want to be able to entertain people. That's what I want to do with my life. And it took me till meeting this YouTuber this year, actually, last year in July around my birthday, named Tanner Brongard, to inspire me to want to do videos, to further my career, to do all this fantastic stuff. Yeah, I have a phone around with me. I have a camera. People look at me like this kid is talking to themselves on a phone or a camera. This is something that I want to do, and I realized this by just watching Tanner Brongard and doing this. So there's that. Within that, after I lost a niece, my mental health went to craps. So I have literally a whole bunch of meds that I take, plus pain meds and all this stuff. So I don't have all these issues going on with me. So I don't deal with life's problems. I've got depression, anxiety, anything that a person would never, ever want to deal with whatsoever. And after I lost her, after I got hooked on all these meds, I shouldn't say hooked, after I got put on all these meds by my doctor, I couldn't take it anymore. Something that I'm going to say to you guys, my viewers, that I'm going to say deeply to you guys is 2017 of last year. 2016, things were up and down. I moved into a place in Kennewick. Sorry, I'm just bouncing everywhere. This is what I can remember. I moved into my own place for like 3 months in in 2016. I only stayed there for like 3 months, and then moved back in with my parents, and then moved back to Kennewick. So at this point, for my sisters, I moved back into Pasco. From Pasco, I stayed with my parents in Pasco. From Pasco, I went and jumped back to Kennewick. From Kennewick, I went back to Pasco, and I did this within the time of me turning 18, which is 2014 when I graduated, to 2016 of doing this, moving to Kennewick, Pasco every 3 months. Finally, that whole little circle kind of seemed to stop, and I stopped bouncing from Kennewick to Pasco every 3 months until December of 2016, when I went to Richland for about a week. You could stay there for like 14 days. This is transition at Lord's for people who want to like kill themselves or hurt themselves. I ended up getting kicked out of the mission, and my heart was shattered over it, and I ended up going to transitions in Richland. And so that seemed to stop the bouncing from Pasco to Kennewick. It just completely stopped in general. And from there, I moved to Richland for about a week. And then from Richland, I stayed with my parents for about a whole month, and that didn't go over so well for me whatsoever. From staying with my parents for a month, I went back to Richland, and I was only there for about 2 weeks, which sucked entirely. I was only there for a week. And from there, my counselor lady that I look up to now, and I don't want to say her real name, but I'm going to say her name anyway. Her name is Stephanie. She helped me in a way to get me to where I needed to be, to what I need to do. She actually got me into this place where I'm at right now that I live in, and I'm thankful for her doing that. It's like one of the biggest things that I wanted to stop moving from house to house. As y'all could tell, this is just confusing for any person who watches this. I was tired of moving from house to house to house. I was tired of moving from city to city to city. So she helped me get into this place called the Trailer Program up at Sundance Place. I'll go and show you guys the sign in a minute, but right now I won't. So she helped me get into this place. And if you have like any mental problems or anything's wrong with you, and I'm not saying this for like any person, I'm not saying this for just me, people like me, I'm saying this for anybody. This place is for you specifically. There's rules you have to follow by. There's certain things you have to follow by. You have other roommates. Mine is not here, thank God, because I wouldn't have been doing this right now. But you have all these rules you have to follow by. You can't do any drugs, you can't drink, you can't do any of that stuff. But it's 33% of whatever you make. If you don't have a job and you're just slowly starting to come by, then it's $50 a month, which is beyond awesome. So she got me to sign all these papers, and I had to wait like 2 weeks. Within that 2-week process, my parents wouldn't let me stay with them. I couldn't stay back with my friend in Richland, which hurt and sucked entirely, which broke me into pieces even more. So I didn't know what I was supposed to do for about 2 weeks. Well, the worst part is still to come, okay? Within that process, I didn't sleep outside. I slept outside one night, and that was at a park because I was in the process of going from my sister's to being chucked into the mission, okay, here in the Tri-Cities. So, in that process, I was like, where am I going to stay? What am I going to do? Nobody wants me to stay with them. And my heart was broken. I was completely shattered over it. And I was like, what am I going to do? What am I supposed to do? Where am I going to stay? I was just having all these things run through my mind. And with that, I had stress to top that off. And my meds weren't working for me. And so I had an adopted mom, and her name's Bobby. She ended up moving up to Milton Freewater. And so I moved to Walla Walla so I can be closer to her, so I could get my life figured out. So I stayed in Walla Walla for about almost a year, I can say. I got there the first week of February, stayed there until the last week in November, and moved back here to Pasco. Stayed in Richland for only a week, which is not that bad, and then moved back to here. Moved to my parents, and then just in the beginning of this year, 2018, I moved into this wonderful place that I have. I'm gonna back this up a little bit. When I was in Walla Walla, things in my life seemed to take a turn for the worse. I stopped taking my meds like I was supposed to. Just something I'm gonna give to you guys. Just please don't ever stop taking your meds. It's not recommended whatsoever. Also, I'm not going to show you all the sign because I live here, and if I show you all this sign, I'm probably going to have a lot of viewers come to my house. I'm good on that. So, please don't come to my house, okay? Especially knowing the fact that it's like the first one as soon as you get here. So, I'm not going to show you guys my sign, okay? Screw that part. But if you're trying to get into the program, I will leave my email in the link. If you're trying to get into an assistant place like this where your mental state of mind is bad and everything, I will leave my email in the link. Only email me this if you have any questions about this place or anything about it. I'm not wearing merch, and Pac-Man does not sponsor this video. So, if you have any questions, I will leave my email, and you all can try to email me back if possible. But I got into this place, and I've come from literally having nothing to having something. When I first started out doing this, when I first moved, the only thing that has been with me through all of this mass destruction, me moving so many times, and I had this come my way 2015. The one thing that I can tell you guys that has had come my way this whole entire time, see if I could find him, hold that thought. So, this one little thing that's been with me through so much since 2015 of me moving so many times is this little guy right here. He is my buddy who's been with me through everything. He's been with me from moving to Pasco to Kennewick. He has been in my backpack with me that I actually have in my closet that officially broke on me, which is kind of sad, and I'm still keeping it because it's a reminder that thing has been with me everywhere. That thing has been with me just like he has too. He's been with me to Bend, Oregon. Sorry, y'all. He's been with me to Bend, Oregon, Redmond, Oregon, Boise, Idaho. So has my backpack. My backpack has been with me on every trip. It's been with me on every crazy adventure of my life. So is this bunny. So this and that backpack are two things that I have had with me this whole crazy entire adventure of my whole entire life. Now, everything else in my room, all of my clothes, I have gained over the past years because I haven't had all of my same clothes. I will also have to tell you guys this too, okay? I also lied. I didn't just have that bunny come with me through my whole trip, but see if I can find this shirt here. This shirt right here, y'all, this shirt I got in Boise, Idaho up at a Kingdom retreat. which is Boise Bible College. This bad boy right here has come with me through so much. This is the only shirt that I have out of everything else in my room that has been stolen. Somebody took it, and everything else in this room, I'll tell you guys this now. So, everything else in this room says I have been given to since I moved out of my parents in 2018. Everything else in this room, as y'all can tell, everything else in this room, including my destruction of my closet, everything else in this room has been given to me over the past several years and several months. But like I said, the only things that have been with me from the beginning is that bunny, the shirt that I showed you, and the backpack. And I'll actually show you guys the backpack. I lied, I'm not going to. Somewhere, y'all can see these crepes. It's in one of these 4 crepes. That has been with me through every part of my life, every part of my journey where I have been, plus a computer that I have had since 2016. So, those are the things that have been with me through my crazy adventures, my crazy journey. And this money, if it wasn't for this money, I don't know what I'd be doing with my life. When I cry myself to sleep or anything like that, I'm reminding myself that this is me, this is where I've come from, this is how far I've gone in my life. And without this bunny, without that backpack, without that shirt up there, I don't know what I would do with my life. I don't know who I would be. So, some advice that I'm going to give to you guys out there, if you're struggling like I am, just know that this isn't the end. This isn't how you should think your life is going to be. This is just the beginning of everything. And also, if y'all are wondering, because I did like a little full panorama, if y'all are wondering what's underneath those, I have a new roommate coming in my spare room back there. I'm a little peeved off about it. Not going to put any rude things on it, but I'm going to get mad. So, y'all need to ask me in comments down at the bottom what's underneath those. As y'all can see, there is a bike seat. Right there is a bike. Not only is there one bike, but there is 2 bikes. See? 1, 2. 2 bikes. So that's that. But other than that, if you have any issues, anything going on in your life, don't let that one little thing, don't let that one little problem stop you from gaining something. Just know that everything in this room I've gained from people giving to me. And when I was younger, I used to take things and just take them for granted, and I used to not cherish my stuff. But now, since I've gotten all of this wonderful stuff in my room, I've seen to gain a lot of stuff. I've seen to appreciate the things that people give me more often. With that being said, there is one thing that has been with me through my whole life, and something that I'm proud of. And if anything happens to this, I'm probably going to end up crying for my dear life. So, when I don't know where the certificate is for this, so don't ask me, okay? When I freshman year, May 10th, 2011, my freshman year in high school, I ended up getting a certificate, my first year going. I ended up getting a certificate and a bulldog that I'm going to show you guys of an achievement for not being late, being on time, getting A's, all of this stuff in my school year. And I ended up getting this, and this bulldog has been with me. He hasn't been with me He hasn't been with me to Bend, Oregon, Boise, Idaho, or Redmond. He's been with me from me moving from my parents to my sisters. He's been with me only in the Tri-Cities. The first time that this bad boy that I'm going to show you all has been ever out of this Tri-Cities is when I moved to Walla Walla for about a year. He moved with me to Walla Walla, and I was so scared of him breaking. And this nice person, her name is Ronnie, actually. She lives up in Walla Walla. She was so nice enough to send him back to me. And yes, it's a girl, okay? It's a boy, yeah. she was nice enough to send me him inside of a shoebox with actual bubble wrapping. The bubble wrapping I still have. For me moving different trailers, I've put him in the same silly box that she's given to me, okay? So, if you watch this, Ronnie, and you live in Walla Walla, just know I thank you immensely for doing this for me, because I'm going to show you all what I'm talking about. This bulldog right here has been with me through a lot. A lot of my stuff has been stolen, like I've said, but this bulldog is the one thing that nobody decided to steal. Like, what the freak? But that's the one thing I cherish the most. And I'm proud of myself every day because I have that bulldog. With that being said, everybody, I'm going to stop rambling, apparently, because that's what I'm doing. And I know it. I'm rambling. I'm going to end this video like I normally do. Share with your friends. Leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, I will have a little slideshow. Scratch it. I won't have a slideshow. Share your friends. I'm going to start this this thingy over. Share with your friends if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Sam is out, and I will either upload tomorrow or Wednesday. I do not know yet. Peace.